Hi, learning coaches. My name is Mrs. Tinsley. I am a first grade teacher here at AZVA, and I am going to, throughout the course of this school year, be sending you some videos on how to help your student with their handwriting or their penmanship. When you received your materials, you should have received a Handwriting Without Tears teacher's guide and also a Handwriting Without Tears printing book. Both of these are going to be very important and critical for you to be successful or your student to be successful with this course. First thing is, I recommend that before you begin the school year or the first week of school, learning coaches, you take a look and go through this printing guide, this teacher's guide. It's going to be very helpful, give you different activities to help your student, and also tips to help them know the correct formation of the letters. Okay, so I would encourage you to go through this so that your student can feel successful. If your student was with us in kindergarten, you did work on your Handwriting Without Tears and you had another printing book, so this will be similar. Um, the most important thing is the proper formation of the letters, okay? In the back of this printing book, your student will find a fun little song that's going to help them remember where to start their letters. So it goes like this. Where do you start your letters? At the top. Where do you start your letters? At the top. If you want to start a letter, then you better remember to start it at the top. So remember, when you are using your Handwriting Without Tears book or you see that your student is starting to form the letters at the bottom, please make sure that they are starting at the top. We do not start our letters on the bottom line. Second thing is, a fun tip that I would recommend you doing is in, let's see, this page 4 in your printing book, you will see that there is a capital, lowercase letter, and numbers chart. I would encourage you to simply tear this page out, put it in a sheet protector just like this, and what this does is it allows your student to use a dry erase marker and trace the letters for proper formation. So if I wanted to practice my capital letters, I would start here at the top, go down, make another line, and my short line across. My capital B, down, lift my pencil back around, and again. Then when I'm done practicing, I can just simply use a paper towel or my finger or something and wipe it off. So I would encourage them every day to practice tracing. Once they're comfortable with their tracing, then they can move into the other pages here on how to do the proper letter formations. Okay? Next thing is, when you are going through these books, this is not just for your student to do on their own and say, okay, go spend 10 minutes of handwriting practice. This is simply designed for the learning coach to make sure that their student is properly sitting in their desk. So if you have a left-handed student, you want to make sure that they place the left-hand corner higher. If you have a right-handed student, you're going to place that right-hand corner higher, making sure that they hold their pencil correctly. These are all important and very crucial points to help your student feel successful with their writing. So making sure that they have their eraser pointed to the correct way, their thumb and their index finger held correctly in the pencil. Next, when you go through this book, you're going to see the ways to start each letter. Capital letters it's going to show you, and then it's also going to show you with the numbers, okay? As you start going through, it's going to give you a couple pages to practice with the letters. Then it's going to move into words and helping you with the correct letter formations. I would encourage you to have your students spend about 10 or 15 minutes each day on penmanship practice, okay? You can put that in your attendance in the online school. Just remember that students are going to be having 3 days of actual grammar, which will begin in Unit 19 of your Literature and Comprehension / Handwriting book. And then the other 2 days on Tuesday, Thursday, they will have their penmanship practice out of their Handwriting Without Tears book. Okay? We will send more information on that this school year. I wanted to go through just a quick thing that at the beginning of the year I know is very challenging for some of our students. It is the confusion between the letters B and D. So I'm going to show you just a quick tip to help those students so that they can hopefully try to not confuse those two letters. One way is to have the proper formation. When we write a letter B, we start at the top and we go down the line, back up and around. We never pick up our pencil when we're making that lowercase letter B. When we make a lowercase letter D, we start with our circle part and curve around, back down to the line, all the way up, and then straight down. So when we're making a D, we start at that circular part. When we're making a B, we start at the very top and go down. If the students can work on knowing the association between the formation of these letters, that will help them so they do not confuse those letters. Another way to help with the confusion is to associate the lowercase with the capital. So if you were to have your student write down the capital B and the lowercase b together, they can then associate those two letters together. Then have them write the uppercase D and the lowercase d next to one another, just like this, and that will help them not have that confusion with those two letters. Okay? If they get confused and it's continuing, put these letters up on the board where you guys are working so that they can look at them throughout the day. Highlight them on their letter chart that they have with the sticky letter chart that they get in their Handwriting Without Tears material or your materials, and you can put that right on their desk where they're working so that they can associate those two letters. Okay? So again, I hope that you guys have success this school year with your handwriting. Learning coaches, please remember that students in first grade should not be writing in capital letters. We need to be writing in uppercase and lowercase. Students that turn in all uppercase letter work will be returned and they will then be asked to redo it. It needs to be in uppercase and lowercase letters. That is a requirement for our first grade students, and you have the books, so please make sure you're working on it. And we will be sending you more videos throughout the school year to help you with your letters. Thank you guys so very much, and have a great rest of your day.